Hi guys, it's me, Tammy, with Southern Angels Boutique. This is the second half of my video that I did. So if you haven't seen the first half, you need to go and see that. So this is a request from a friend of mine. She wanted me to do a video for her using my jelly plate. So I told her I would do a video for her. So I had to do it in two parts, and that's what I've done. I did the first part; it's already uploaded. So this is the second part here, and right here I'm just using some textures here of a star, um, and putting it down. Make some textures, and I do have this in speed mode, so it's not too slow. This is just some kind of one of those bags that you get with, I think it had potatoes or something in it. I'm using a tag here. See, that makes a texture on the tag. I just laid it down. There, I got some more texture. I used, I think that was tissue paper. Here I'm putting some more paint down, rolling it out. Putting another tag down. There's another tag. And you can just go over and over with just different textures, and say I'm using the same piece that I used again to get some more texture and colors on there. And you can use any kind of paper, whether it's cardstock or piece of magazine paper. I've gotten magazine sheets. I've used book paper, tissue paper, whatever kind, newsprint, whatever you want. You can use it on this. That's the fun of it. It doesn't matter. Any kind of paint, anything that'll make texture. You just don't want to use anything that's sharp to run your jelly plate. This was an old knob here. I was trying to get some texture from it. Didn't give me as much. It looks like it's putting texture on the plate, but it didn't really pull up as well as I was hoping. As you'll see here. I mean, it did, I think, okay. But yeah, see, it did okay, just not as well as I was hoping, like it did on the plate. So I went ahead and rolled out some more paint. Sometimes you can get 3 prints out of one roll. Um, I've done that before, but it seems like this time I was usually only getting 2. So I think it just depends on how much paint gets pulled up, how dry it is. My paint seemed like it was really getting dried out. This is just a rubber thing that makes textures. Looks like wavy hair. That lavender kept showing up really light every time I used it. It was just so light. you can see I got some pretty good textures on some of this. I loved using those tags. I'm definitely going to do this again, using my tags again. The size was just perfect for those tags. As you can see, my papers I had to rip or cut to get the size, and I still didn't cut the right sizes, but that's okay. I like the stencil here, but it doesn't do all that great. Well, it did pretty good right there. Sometimes it doesn't do real good on the jelly plate, at least if I lay it down like this. But sometimes it will. Now, I can get good texture doing it that way. You see, I'm trying to get the paint off the stencil. You always want to get your paint off your stencil and off your roller. I never waste any paint on anything. I'll put it in a journal or on another piece of paper. Um, I have a lot of like old catalogs that I get, from Victoria's Secrets or any kind of magazine or catalog. I keep those and I roll my paint out in those. Those Victoria's Secret catalogs are great for stuff like that. My daughter and I get those, and they're glossy and stuff, and they're great for rolling old paint out on. So I have several of those that I've been using. I like that stencil right there. I used it for another project that I'll be sharing. It didn't turn out too good right there. I think it was too small, but it did real good with my inking and my sprays. I like this shade of purple right here. Both of these shades, there's a real dark one and a lighter one together. I just like how they blend out real well. You don't always have to use two shades. You can just use one, or you can use three or four. Just whatever you want to use. Be creative. You just want to make sure you don't use too much and have it glop out over the sides. This is one of my new stencils. I just got it Tuesday mornings here. I like it. It's got numbers on it and it's got the squares on it. So I can do a lot of different things with it. I didn't get to use everything that I wanted to use and show you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is the one with the circles and the squares, I think. I was trying to do an interesting pattern here on that sheet of paper. I had very little room to work on, and here's this great big huge stencil. So I was trying to move stuff around. I got quite a bit of off of that one thing. And look, I'm still pulling paint off of it. Still going. So you never know how many times you can keep pulling paint off it. You just keep pulling paint until you can't get any more. I was having an issue, I think, with my paint here. Isn't that a pretty color? I love purple. That's right there, one of my favorite colors. I'm thinking this has got a little bit of like a glittery effect to it. This one here, I know one of them does, like a shimmer to it, not glitter, but shimmer. This little thing I'm using is the top to my milk, my carton of milk. I saved it. Wanted to see if I could use it to do anything with. I'm always saving things to see what I can come up with, make anything out of it. That's an old tube. Makes great circles. I'm always saving different sizes of circles or different sizes of things that are shaped in circles to make circles. I should say it that way. Lid to my water, like a gallon of water or a gallon of milk. I buy distilled water. My water here is not good at all, so I have to buy distilled water. Couldn't make up my mind if I was going to go ahead and roll it back out or get another image. See, do you see that sparkle in it, shine? It's got a little shimmer to it. Well, I'll try one more. So I think I got 3 out of this one. Thought I'd go over those roses just a little bit. That rose stencil, I think that's one of my favorite. And here's a tip too on your stencils. Make sure you clean all your tools, your stencils, your stamps, your brayer, everything when you're done with this project. Because the longer you leave the paint on your tools, the harder it is to clean. Because you can clean it right off with just some, mild dish detergent like soap and some warm, hot, hot soapy water. But if you leave that stuff on there, all that paint on there, it's going to dry on there hard and start caking up. And then you're going to have to get like some acetone fingernail polish or something to get it off. And then you're going to have to soak it. I had to end up doing that actually with some where I had forgotten, left the paint on there, it wouldn't come off. So, uh, if y'all would like for me to, do a video on that, show y'all how to properly clean your stencils or show you how I do mine or anything, y'all let me know in the comments below and I'll show you how I do mine. I know it takes time to clean them all, especially when you have a lot that you've done and everything, but it's a lot quicker and easier to go ahead and clean them with that soap and water than it is to have to, you know, soak them and scrub on them really hard with, fingernail polish or acetone or something like that. Really scrub them to get that old dried paint off than it is to just go ahead and clean them right away because it's not that hard when you get them right then and there. And I know some people just don't want to fool with it. Some people are lazy, and I don't want to do it. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it. I get tired and just want to go on and go to bed or something. But I know and that's what happened. I think to some of them, I got tired. I started feeling sick, and it was late, and I just went on to bed, and I forgot about them. And boy, I paid the price. Won't do that mistake no more. I've got to get me some more acetone. Isn't that pretty? I love that butterfly right there. I love butterflies. Angels, butterflies, hummingbirds. That's my favorite thing. I was trying to wipe up the rest of the paint on that flower sponge there to just stamp it out to get some texture on this little piece of paper here. Sprayed a little water to just kind of wipe off the rest a little bit. This is very relaxing, it's very calming, and it's also very addicting. Once you start, the time can pass you by, and you just, wow, it's like 4 hours has gone by and you didn't even know it. I have really, really enjoyed this little jelly plate. If you don't have one of these, I suggest you get one. They're a lot of fun. I hope someday I can get me a bigger one. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments. Uh, please share this video, comment, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.